So I've been seeing a lot of talk on TikTok about how Gen Z looks a lot older than their age, and a lot of people have all of these theories behind it, and I haven't seen anyone really hit it on the nail. People just don't want to be blunt, and that's why I created my channel so that I can talk about the elephant in the room that people are scared to talk about. So let's get started. What inspired me to do this topic was I was scrolling on the Shade Room, which is something that I rarely do because I don't engage with Instagram, but whatever. And I came across Rick Ross's girlfriend, and she was showing off the new teeth that he had bought her. And a lot of people in the comments were saying that, why did you do this? Like, nothing was wrong with you before. Your new teeth now, they look very big. They don't fit your face. It looks very odd. Like, why? And I'm going to read some of the comments. One person said, "What's with young people in their 20s and 30s getting permanent dentures? Why not fix your real teeth?" Another person said, "People just be wasting money. Nothing was wrong with her teeth." And then another person said, "I promise, taking care of your natural teeth is the way to go. There's so many options, Invisalign, etc., instead of these things." And when that person said permanent dentures, that's when it dawned on me, because that's exactly what those teeth look like, dentures. And then I started really dissecting all of the things that Gen Z is, known for, the lace front wigs and the BBLs. And if you really think about it, wigs, BBL shape, fake teeth, what age range typically does all of that? Grandmas. Gen Z copies the grandmas and all of the older women. That's why they look older than their age. And it's not that, a lot of the millennials were getting very excited because had all these theories on, like, oh, their genetics and they're aging and their wrinkles. No, nobody has no. Gen Zs are not aging if you're talking about it in a way it pertains to wrinkles. I think a lot of what makes people look older or younger has a lot to do with how they dress or, just their style in general. And a clean slate is always going to look more youthful because you look like you haven't lived life. So what is a clean slate? A slimmer body, a body that is not covered in all of these tattoos. That's one thing that's very popular with Gen Z women, is they love them some tattoos. One thing about a Gen Z woman is she's going to cover herself in tattoos. And it's stuff like that that is very aging, because I feel like back then it was either the punk rock people, the emos, or the OGs that was covered in tattoos, So a lot of what Gen Z is doing, it imitates the OGs. And even with a very voluptuous body, women back in the day that were young had slimmer figures, And then over time, when you have kids and kids and kids and you've lived life a little bit, and you know how pregnancy makes your hips wider and makes you gain weight, that's when, the grandmas, by the time you get to grandma's age, you had the very voluptuous hips and the voluptuous buttocks. And that's what we associated. We associated that body type with grandmas. We associated wigs with grandmas. Even the gaudy makeup that Gen Z likes to do, typically that makeup style is what women in their 40s did. Like, it was the makeup style between, younger women and older women was a lot different. So there was clear categories for people and how you discern their age. And like I said, a lot of the trends and the fast life that Gen Z likes to live, which is just keeping up with the Jones and stuff, it is making them look a lot older. So that's what it is. There's your answer. It's the baddie aesthetic. And I'm going to actually start calling it the grandma aesthetic, because that's what it is. The baddie aesthetic is actually the grandma aesthetic. Even with the gaudy outfits, I remember back in the day, like outfits, like in all of these women on the screen, for the most part, yeah, they're all in their 20s. Everyone that I have shown since the beginning of the video is in their 20s. you know? And most of them look like they could be in their 40s, especially with Kiana J. And today's culture is just all about what can you add to yourself? What can you do even though you're already beautiful before? Because Kiana J was beautiful before. Nothing was wrong with her. And she went and got all of these BBLs. And typically with BBLs, you have to gain a lot of weight. That is something that I'm noticing too, is that Gen Z is just bigger than how women looked back in the early 2000s. And anytime that you gain weight, I know people don't want to hear this, but the extra weight is always going to put a few extra years on you, period, point blank. And you have some people that are delusional and in denial, and they feel like, no, I have a baby face and I look young. Sweetheart, if your body is extra large, that in itself makes you look older. I'm sorry, I'm just here to tell the truth. You don't associate overweight bodies with youthfulness. You just don't. Okay? Over time, when women have kids and they have to put on weight, that's what we associate overweight bodies with older women. So, a lot of these women are putting on the weight for these BBLs, and they're just doing what a lot of the older women are doing. They're like speeding up their aging process. So it's a lot of what's making Gen Z look older is outer things. If you thought this video was going to be about genetics, theories on genetics and aging and wrinkles, calm down, millennial, because you're probably a millennial. Millennials get so excited at like seeing Gen Z's downfall and like, ooh, Gen Z looks older. Well, this is why. A lot of them are arguing on TikTok saying, oh, millennials look younger. You guys don't look younger. You guys also look your age. But I think with millennials, a lot of them were, I don't even know, they were, whatever. When they were younger, they looked like this. So these women I'm about to show on the screen are also women that's in their 20s. I think they were in their 20s in these photos. Don't even quote me, okay? They were young. And this is what, this is the same age range of how they looked back then. This is the early 2000s and the 90s, okay? Very simple, very clean slates. They didn't add too much extra stuff to their self, and they definitely did not touch their body. At most, women got, breast implants, but the whole gaudy fake look, the extreme fake look that Gen Z likes to do today, that was not popular back then. Back then, it was all about, yeah, they wore makeup or whatever, but it was very tasteful and natural looking. And anything that's more on the natural side is always going to look younger. But with Gen Z, they're all about extremes. And anytime you do all of this extra stuff to your body, you're adding years to you. It looks like you live just a little bit longer. And I'm just being honest. But see, now if Gen Z was to stop doing all this stuff, they would look their age. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think I covered this video very well. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will catch you guys soon. Bye.